Hey Virgos, welcome and welcome back to the Honey Sea Star Tarot. So this is going to be our weekly read closing out 2024. It'll go from 12/29 all the way to January 4th. And so welcome to 2025. Happy New Year. And as I think back on this year, I am so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you guys to see how far this channel has grown in 2024 because of all of you, the way that you've lifted me up. Truly, it has been a blessing. Each one of you has been a blessing. And so truly, I thank you so much. I look forward to what 2025 brings us. And I am so grateful and feel so blessed to have you along with me on this journey. So let's get started. Let's see how we're going to close out this year. So, Spirit, what additional, thank you, messages do you have for us coming into 2025, closing out this year? Oh my goodness, the cards are talking. Okay, thank you. So, right away, we've got the Eight of Wands, plus the Empress popped out super fast. And then we also have the Four of Cups in reverse, as well as the Sun and the Seven of Swords in reverse. It's kind of a mouthful. Okay, just kind of taking a step back here. So right away coming into this week, the moon is going to be in Capricorn, which is all about ambition. It's where even the hardest, most far-reaching goals become just that much closer. And it's due to the fact of you're determined, you're concentrated, and you're focused. And what I see here as well is that Spirit is absolutely confirming that, especially with that Sagittarian energy as well. You are quickly approaching your goals. There's fast action, there's incoming messages. And most importantly, if you had been feeling restricted in 2024, those vices are coming and falling away to bring good news in their what am I trying to find the word for? As they exit, basically, as they dissipate, as those restrictions fall away and fade into the fog or into the dust, good news is coming, and you are absolutely standing in a very fruitful energy at this point as well. You are birthing something new, and with this new moon coming into play in Capricorn on December 30th, that doesn't surprise me at all. So the new moon in Capricorn on the 30th, also known as the black moon, will particularly affect placements that involve Taurus or Virgo. So check your charts, see if you've got Taurus or where you've got Taurus or Virgo falling in your chart. But either way, it's where you'll feel very supported or feel a supportive energy around you during this time. It's time to ground intentions and move forward into 2025 with steady determination. And for Virgos in particular, it guides us out of our comfort zone so that we can reflect, refine, and most importantly, rebuild in 2025. It reminds us that the strongest foundations are laid with care and with patience. And it's all about quality over quantity. This is where you are standing in your Empress power. You are nurturing. You're choosing love over hate, but more importantly, you're reaping the benefits of what you've harvested or what you've sown during 2024. You're looking at all of those rewards with gratitude. For me in particular, like I say, when I think back about this channel and how many subscribers have come on to this channel in 2024, the fact that we've gotten monetized, the fact that we've opened up a store now, all of this has been just amazing. Every step, every reward along the way. And like I say, it's because of each and every one of you that that has happened. Now, what I also see here as well is that you basically are at this point where you're moving on from past hurts. You're coming out of the hiding, basically. You're coming out of the dark, and you're building new relationships as well as you're regenerating. You're getting stronger from whatever has held you stagnant, knocked you down in 2024. You're getting your power back, basically, is how I would look at that. Now, what I also see here as well, like I say, this is guiding you to express your inner poetry and your inner truth. You're shedding unnecessary fears during this time, particularly during this new moon at the beginning of the week. And it's a time really where you're letting your authentic essence lead the way. You're taking steps that align with deeper self, discarding weight of self-doubt, of hesitation, and you're seeing the vulnerability in those actions, in that self-doubt, in that hesitation, instead as a strength rather than a weakness. And if that resonates, by all means, put a heart in the comments below. You are not alone on this channel. We are here with you. But what I see in that with the sun in reverse is that those types of self-doubts, those types of hesitations have left you kind of feeling lost, basically, as you look at things, or maybe disoriented. Most importantly, what I see in this is that you're starting to recognize that there is untapped potential that you can bring into 2025. And rather than what I also see in this is with the Seven of Swords in reverse, this is where you need to be alert. There is a potential of either deceiving the self through that self-doubt, through that hesitation. But to read this another way is, in 2024, you've had some issues here with slander. There's been people that basically have tried to deceive you as well coming around. And most importantly, defaming your name. It's left you in a place that's made you feel like you're weakened. They've tried to take your power in a lot of ways by putting you down. Instead of letting this affect you coming into 2025, like I say, you are shedding that and you're embracing your vulnerability and standing as authentically as you are meant to be. You're letting that authentic essence lead the way, and you're standing in that self-control. Strong and steady. I also see some of us could be enterprising at this time. You could be building a business, but what I mostly see in this is that there's an emphasis on and focus right now for you on security. And that comes in financial management, that comes in material success, but it also comes in enterprising. Like I say, it's something that you're dealing with, that you're building. Partner-wise too, who could have taken your power here in a lot of ways. What I see is there's a lot of shadow, actually. There's a lot of water. You could have been dealing with some Aquarian energy. This is a fire. This is Leo and also Virgo in energy with the King of Pentacles standing upright. This is strength. This is that center stage, standing in your center stage, in your Virgo in power. This is the moment, especially during this new moon, where you're crafting your dreams. It's an opportunity to craft your dreams with precision, with an internal vision to life with focus and intentionality as you let go of whatever was coming against you, whatever was trying to slander your name. Most importantly, you're standing in your authentic essence. You're letting your authentic essence lead the way. As you close that out, let that go, because more importantly, you're standing tall, and this is the turning point. I will do a different reading for kind of a synopsis, brief overhaul. Thank you, Charlie. Confirmation over there in the back. But I'll do another reading for as we walk into 2025 on January 1st. So stay tuned for that. It'll kind of be a brief synopsis of what to expect for the year to come. I apologize if you can hear that fun story. It's been very exciting at our household. We've discovered out how to open cupboard doors. So there is nothing Mom can hide anymore, basically, is how I would put that. But yes, my boys, Charlie figured it out first, quickly taught his brother Champion how to open everything that every cupboard in the house. But anyway, focusing. So this is a time, like I say, with this new moon, where it's a moment to craft your dreams with precision and intentional vision. You're bringing that internal vision to life with focus and intentionality, rather than seeing an overhaul or an overload. Side tangent 2 coming into January in 2025, you will be prone to overworked aspects or workaholic aspects. So it's important to take care of yourself during this time too, and to really focus on that and treating your body as your temple. But as we're closing out this year, you're looking at where you're really seeing the pressure, where you're seeing the overload, where you're seeing excessive responsibility. Spirit's basically not only cautioning you of that, but it's allowing you to take a look at that with an analytical eye and transition away from that towards success. This is the beginning to the endings, basically. This is about growth through repetition, through perseverance. And Spirit is reminding you that you absolutely, as the Empress, can juggle this well. This is about finding harmony with multiple responsibilities, but it's also about taking the past, learning from it, being gentle with yourself, and walking towards your victory. Now, as of December 31st as well, I do want to say the moon is going to be sextile with Saturn. So Saturn's in Pisces, moon's in Cappy. This is an increased sense of responsibility. And like I say, this is where you're basically looking at the tasks at hand, looking at what you want to develop, what you want to take forward with you in 2025. And you're juggling it well. You're finding that harmony and multitasking, but it's coming to it with pursuing your goals with care, as well as deliberation, with organization. And so rather than just thinking about it, it's putting that practical action towards it, either through writing down those ideas, capturing them, then realigning them to SMART goals, achievable goals, right? But as we walk over into 2025, on December 31st, you're really looking at how to refine your approach so that when you come into the moon of Aquarius on January 1st, you can really start connecting with people in a way that makes memories. It's a time to prepare for one of the best years in your professional life, as well as one of the best years that you've had professionally in the last decade. As well as connecting and building stable, strong relationships, friendships, networking towards social causes that touch us deeply with like-minded individuals, but also relationships. Side tangent to 2025, when it comes to strong commitments, it'll really start looking at and helping you focus on letting the ones that don't serve you fade away into the fog, as well as committing stronger, developing deeper connections with those that really truly are for you and that truly are meant to walk with you through commitments, through contracts. So stay tuned for that reading, like I say. But as you're walking into 2025 this week, you're standing as that sensible, nurturing person, both with yourself and to others. You're looking really at relationships that develop through trust, through security, but you're also walking towards financial development with success and wealth. Like I say, this is the time where you're not only making memories, but you're preparing for one of the best years in your professional life that you've had in nearly a decade. Also, too, you're defending yourself against that slander that's come up against you, against aspects that have held you back from your goals. You're standing your ground. You're also standing in your truth. You're standing with your emotional intelligence, as well as looking at that critical eye, right? You're looking at things with a critical eye, seeing them as they are. And most importantly, remaining open. Be expected, to receive good news here, especially within this first month, within January here. The number 1125, as well as a side tangent, represents with an angel number in numerology as new beginnings, positive change, and powerful manifestation time, And so it encourages us above all to live our personal truths. And this is where you're staying focused. You're also staying well grounded as you're pursuing new ventures that will lead to success. This is the start of something new. This is the start of wonder. And most importantly, it's a new beginning in adventure that you're approaching with optimism. As you can see, all of these cards are looking to the left. They're looking forward. And as you can see too, he's looking straight ahead. He's defending his ground while reaching through all of this. This is just gorgeous. And like I say, if you have been building something, share what your resolutions are as you walk into 2025. Put a heart in the comments below. Share your story. But either way, share what you're going through, what you're experiencing as you let go and release 2024 and walk into 2025 this year. Now, I apologize, guys. I tell you what, this cold that I picked up here in December has just lingered forever. So I apologize. I still have a bit of a cough with it. But either way, I'm focusing, I swear. On the 2nd, Venus is also going to be entering Pisces, which is a time where we become very helpful, very loving, very compassionate. And it's all about our emotional intelligence with our Fool's Journey. This is the arrival of prosperity. And what comes to mind with this, like I say as well, is that if you had been unhappy in a situation, if you had felt trapped, if you'd felt restrained, you are running basically from that towards personal satisfaction. This is a time where you are following your heart. You're leading and letting your authentic essence lead the way. I do want to caution you as well in this week, especially with the Hangman coming out. So on the 3rd, Mars is in opposition, with Pluto. And so Mars being in Leo, also in retrograde through February, just saying. But Pluto is also in Aquarius. And so this is a unique time where the god of war faces the ruler of the underworld. So just to forewarn you, it's a time where a lot of criminal activity can come on out. If you have been dealing with negativity, be very careful during this time, especially with new ventures, especially with new paths. Don't take the 2024 restraints with you on this, because you will manifest that darker side or calling in what you're really wanting to avoid in the first place. Also, too, it's a time where dark entities or black magic, if you will. I always hate using that word because it's basically it's what you think about, you bring about. And so I always, rather than feeling like other people inflict me, I always look at the negative talk from within. Because really, truly, you know, there's power in words. You manifest what you think about. What you think about, you bring about. And so, but it's a time really to watch that negativity. Watch that feeling of restraint that held you back for whatever reason, that self-doubt, that hesitation. Because during this time, it can kind of creep up with that opposition between Pluto and Mars. When the god of war and the god of or the ruler of the underworld really like to kind of bring out that, you know, I always look at it or think of it as the angel on one shoulder, the devil on the other. That's when the devil starts dancing a little bit, I guess, if you will. So just be careful. Focus on your optimism. Focus on your positive affirmations. Focus on letting go of that self-doubt, recognizing that energy for exactly what it is and pushing it out, because this is a new opportunity, a new venture that truly requires a fearlessness, requires action, but it also requires choices. It requires you to move away from the past into calmer waters, put yourself in a stable environment, overcome those hardships, stand up and stand your ground. No longer be blind to the truth, but instead utilize your leadership to not only manifest your goals through open-mindedness, through resilience, but also to for seeing things as they are, not as you want them to be, but also to following your essence, following your intuition, and letting your authentic essence lead the way, standing in your truth. And like I say, this is a time where if you are feeling that negativity creep up, check out the Honey Sea Star store. All of the designs are meant to inspire, uplift, and rejuvenate you as power words so that you can take that light, hold that light that we're meant to carry with us in our lives as you walk through your day. Also, too, if you don't see your power word, put it in the comments below. Thank you guys as well for those that have already put some suggestions out there. I am busy working on designing a few things for you, and I'm so excited for you to see. So anyway, stay tuned for that. Check that out as well. That'll come onto the store as soon as they're done. But if you don't see your power word, post it in the comments below. Let me know. Let us design it together and then share it for the Virgos on this channel, on the Honey Sea Star, so that we can all lift each other up together and support each other as we walk through this light, through this year into 2025. Now, I did also want to pull some spirit animals for some additional messages. What Spirit is really reminding us during this time is to hold our grace. Remember that you who walk across the water, who glides across the waters, this is the time to ask Spirit to bring you wisdom, bring you light, and help you transform into elegance and grace, inspire you with dignity and the spirit of beauty, and walk through grace. Walk through any challenge with grace. Now, on the 4th as well, as we close out this week, the sun is, oh my goodness, the sun is also going to be sextile with Saturn. This is where the sun is in Capricorn. Saturn is in Pisces, and so it's all about relationships. This is where relationships deepen. Like I say, you're letting the ones that don't serve you fade into the fog, into the dust, and you're deepening the relationships that you're meant to carry with you into this year, into 2025, with commitments, with contracts. And Spirit wants to remind you, if you have had your discernment in others, your trust in others questioned, if you've been questioning your trust in others because of deceits, because of misrepresentations, slanders, theft even in 2024, now is the time to trust. You are an old soul. Spirit is reminding you to embrace that black jaguar spirit. This is about walking through life with confidence and again with grace. Spirit's reminding you that you have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want because you can create your dreams. And like I say, quick shout out to 2025 and to the 2025 January 1st reading. Stay tuned for that. Check it out. But either way, 2025 is a year to prepare for one of the most financially beneficial years that Virgo have seen in the last decade. Just saying. Now, let's also go ahead and check some of our major arcana here for any chakra blockages. It's important to let what needs to fade fall into the fog of 2024 as we refine, as we review, and more importantly, as we rebuild and let our authentic essence lead the way into 2025. And so what we've pulled here is an A sharp, an F sharp, and a D. And so if you are feeling any chakra blockages during this time, as we close out the year, welcome 2025. Try playing around with those chord progressions as you do your positive affirmations, as you do your music therapy and music improv to realign those chakras. Remember to drink plenty of water as well. And then with utilizing color during this time too, we've got a lot of purple, some greens, and then also some oranges. This is about reaching for the stars, reaching for that crown, remaining intuitive and connected with the divine to receive the guidance, letting our authentic essence lead the way, staying aligned to that deeper self, discarding the weight of self-doubt and hesitation, but also to remaining grounded, remaining determined, remaining focused, and steadfast in quality versus quantity when we build our strongest foundations. Because when we lay them with care, it's about quality over quantity. And then with the orange, it's all about, that sacral chakra. It's remembering that truly our creativity is our light. That allowing ourselves to seek pleasure, to enjoy pleasure, to use the past as a tool to move ourselves forward in our present day of life, but not to let our past hold us back. That's all about that sacral chakra. It's all about that part right by the belly button, right by our core, as we welcome in this year to strengthen those opportunities, to strengthen those affirmations and believing in ourselves and believing that we are connected to our birthrights through our energy constantly in our life. Now, also too as well, if this message resonated, by all means, your support means the world. Like I say, this channel would not be becoming what it has been, would not be growing in the way that it's been without each and every one of you guys. So if this resonated, by all means, please like, share, subscribe. I am so grateful to each and every one of you, like I say again, for all your love and support. It's been amazing. In 2024, you guys literally make me melt and make me speechless for as much as I like to talk. You also make me tongue-tied and you give me goosebumps when I think about how much love and support you guys have given me over this year, and I am so grateful for you. I hope each and every one of you have a happy New Year's Eve as well, and I will see you in 2025. Much love.